Yo, what's good everyone? Infamous Legacy here, back at it again with another Iron Man gear guide video. And this gear guide video we're doing right now is focusing on his technical power gear set, which is also known as a superior set. So let's get it started and show you guys what pieces you can obtain from that exotic gear set. The first one we have is the heroic piece. This can roll with Precision, Valor, Resolve, Might, Valor, Valor, Resolve. So out of the 4 stats, you can get 3. And I highly recommend making sure you get Precision, Valor, and Resolve, or Precision, Valor. Because with Iron Man, gotta remember, he does not, depend on might. You just want to make sure you depend on that Precision rating and Valor rating. So with this heroic piece, out of all the heroic pieces you can get in the game, I personally say this is the worst one. And the reason I say that is because there's not a lot of useful perks on this heroic piece compared to his other exotic heroic pieces that you can obtain. The only interesting one that I might find useful is the Supercharge extension. Increase the duration of Supercharge by 8.5 seconds. That's about it. But that's my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you agree. But there are other heroic exotic pieces that a lot of other people use, which is better than this. Second one is the defensive slot. This can roll with Resolve, Resilience, Intensity, or 2 out of the 3 stats that I've just said. This one has actually some pretty decent perks. So the first one grants 10 points of intrinsic energy when collecting regeneration packs, which will be caused by your restoration beam. So when you defeat enemies with Unibeam, you will generate those regen packs. So when you pick up those regen packs, you can grant 10 points of intrinsic energy. And then you have Hyperstatic Shield. Energy barrier will electrocute nearby enemies. So when you put that green barrier up and there's enemies, close by, you can electrocute them and apply a shock status. So the defensive slot is actually really good. Something that I'll highly recommend for a player who is new to using Iron Man. Next one is the range piece. This can actually come with Precision, Intensity, and Proficiency. So you want to make sure you get all 3, or Precision and Proficiency. But this is based off his rocket range attack. Right here you can see I got lucky actually, because the second perk can always either come with repulsors, lasers, or rockets. But you want to make sure you get rockets, and it can also roll with different status effects. And you guys can see why this is based off the rocket attack, because of the 18% increased damage from all rocket attacks. And that's the first perk, which is Bunker Buster Missiles. So I highly recommend, if you are new to using Iron Man as well and you need like a range piece, get this with either like Vibranium or something like that. Vibranium is a really good status effect to use on a range Iron Man build, just because he's very useful, especially when you're running the Discordant Sound Elite Raid or any other missions in the Wakanda region. And as we continue to get more endgame content, we might have even other status effects that might become useful. But at this time of me making this video, I highly recommend, trying to get Vibranium on this one. So that's the range piece. The third perk, you guys can see there, it's really not that interesting, but it's up to you if you want to look at it. The next one is the melee piece. This is probably the worst melee exotic piece I've ever seen in my life. And the reason I'm saying that is it's based off light attacks. And when I'm talking about light attacks, I'm basically talking about this. Who in the world? Well, let me correct that, because there are probably some people who do use light attacks with Iron Man, but they're not doing endgame content missions. Let's just get that straight out of the way. This one is based off of light attacks. However, you can do signature attacks, but that's just a boring playstyle to activate these perks. So we got the melee slot that can roll with Might, Proficiency, and Resilience. 15% increase in intrinsic energy regeneration from light attacks. This kind of can work if you continue spamming your signature attacks, but the stats are horrible. You'll never be able to get Precision and Valor on a piece like this, or Precision and Proficiency. This can only roll with Might. I'm not sure if they'll ever change this in the future update, but you can only get Might, and like I mentioned earlier, Might is not beneficial on Iron Man. Only Precision and Valor is. So that's that. And then you see I have it with the light combo finishers. You can also get it with signature attacks, which is much better. And then if you defeat enemies with the light attack, it does restore that supercharged intrinsic energy and heroic energy and some health. But come on, no one's using this. This is probably the worst melee piece from any technical power gear set from any hero. So the verdict out of all these 4 pieces I've shown you, the defensive slot is highly what I recommend to try and aim for if you're especially a new Ironman player. And to get these gear pieces, you can first either get it from the Red Room Takeover event when you complete these mission objectives. They will drop an exotic version, so ignore the legendary icon. This is a glitch like I mentioned in my other technical power gear set videos. This event comes, I would say, maybe once every 2 months, probably. But that's when you can get it. Or wait for the weekly vaults, elite vaults in particular, and you have a chance of getting a legendary version or an exotic version of either a melee or range piece and a defense or heroic piece. So you have a better chance of getting those exotics from the elite weekly vaults. Or you can run a daily vault, which is available at reset time every day, but you have a rare chance of getting it. And just remember, with the legendary versions of these exotic gear pieces I'm showing you, the last perk tends to be different from the exotic one. So just remember that. And then there is one more place that I can tell you where to get those exotics. It's the last Avengers standing mission, but I highly do not recommend running that just because it is a long mission. And you actually will have a better shot of getting those exotics from this, mission chain instead of the last Avengers standing mission. So that is the technical power exotic gear set for Ironman. I showed you guys where to farm them. I told you which one was the best one out of all of them. Look out again for more gear guide videos for your favorite heroes and their different exotic gear sets. I'm just, trying to farm all these exotics just to show you guys what you guys can get for your heroes. And make sure you check out RJordie's gear sheet that I put in the description below. That will also help you guys find these exotics as well. And to show your support, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more content. I will have more videos on the way and also build videos of Ironman, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Until next time, I'm out. You guys take care. Peace.